All right, Diesel Car, welcome to our Coach 411 for July. You guys are all brand new coaches on our team, and I just want to say first and foremost, oh, there goes my connection. It's got to be one of those nights, isn't it? Sorry, I know I'm a little choppy. My connection is not that great tonight, but we'll get through this, I promise. But welcome to our Coach 411 and welcome to our team. I want to be the first one to welcome you and to tell you how excited I am to have you on the team. Team Diesel Core was founded about, I would say, 4.5 years ago by myself and my mom, Becky Cooper. So a lot of people join our team and have no idea that Becky Cooper is my mom. I started the business and she quickly joined me. And it's just been, amazing ever since. We have a team of approximately 700 coaches strong, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited for you to be joining us. I do want to tell you that this business is something very special. It's very special. I know right now it feels to you like okay, what did I get myself into? Like, what is this? You have this fire burning within you that, you want to get going. You want to work on yourself. You want to help others. You want to start to build your business. I'm sure you've seen on social media all about coaching. And you're like, okay, I just want to dig my heels into this business and get started. Well, that's my job tonight. I want to give you guys a good foundation of what this business is all about and how to get started and the vital behaviors of a coach so that you don't feel lost and you feel like you have the support system and you have basically a to-do list, an agenda on how to get started, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So we're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna walk through the back office. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tutorial on the back office, the things that you really need to know right away. Some of it's gonna be up to you to look over on your own time. I'm going to give you the two basic goals as a brand new coach. Like right off the bat, what are the two things that you should be looking at? The first two milestones so that you really feel like you're getting that jump start in your business and you're going somewhere with it. And then lastly, we're going to talk about social media because social media is a tremendous tool in this business. I'll tell you guys what, I am a coach on our team. I have my mom on the team. I have my sister on the team. I have my dad. I have my husband. I have my cousin. I have a lot of family on the team. So what does it tell you? It tells you that my warm market, right? We call the warm market your friends, your family, your coworkers, all the people that already know and trust you. All those people depleted rather quickly with all of my family in the business. So I really had to learn how to use social media to connect with my next coaches, with the people on my team, with the people that I could help on their fitness journey, all right? So I really want to pass on a lot of the key fundamental, I guess, tips that I could give you on social media so that you can get started right and kind of, skip that learning curve that I've gone through in the last 5 years, all right? So without further ado, give me 1 second. Let me screen share here. All right. Okay, so again, Diesel Core, new coach, 411 webinar. And again, my name is Monica Lopez, guys. This is my family. I want you guys to get to know a little bit about my family and about me and how I got started because I think that's really, you know what? I'll tell you what, in the last 5 years of being a coach, I never, ever get tired of hearing people's stories. I never get tired of hearing how they got started, what that brought them in, because it always lights a fire under me when I hear how someone got started, because I guess it reinvigorates what got me started. So I want to share it with you guys so that you guys carry it along with you along in your journey. I'm a mom of 3. That's Jason, who's 9, Jackson, who's 5, and our little baby Mia, which was like a big, oops, I'm pregnant again. But she came out, my little girl, my little blue-eyed girl, funny enough, because there's nobody in the family with blue eyes other than my mom. And that's my husband, Johan. Johan and I have been together for 13 years. We're going on 14 now, but we've been married for 7. We kind of did everything always backwards. We got together, moved in after 2 months of meeting each other. Crazy, I know. And we had our son, Jason. And then 2 years after that, we got married. And he actually walked our wedding. So yeah, we did everything backwards. But nonetheless, here we are 14 years later. And love him to death, my best friend. I became a coach again, like I said, 5 years ago. The person that introduced me to the business is Christina Delgado, which a lot of you guys may have been in a coach sneak peek or a happy hour, or you just may know her from social media. She is a superstar diamond coach in the business, which is a really big deal. And we worked together, actually. She was an attorney, a managing partner, actually, and I was her paralegal at the office. And we worked together for a few years before we began our coaching businesses. She's the one that actually introduced it to me. And the person that introduced it to her was her older sister, Becky Brosset, which is also a superstar diamond coach today. They're both in the Millionaires Club, just highly successful girls who founded our big family called Diesel Nation. So you probably hear Diesel Nation thrown out there. You're a part of that family. And then we're like a sub part of that family, Diesel Core, which is from me and my mom down. Christina had her son DJ a little bit before I did, exactly 4 months before I had Jackson, my middle son. And when she got back to the office, we both got back from maternity leave. I mean, I saw her dropping weight like crazy fast. And I was really struggling. Not only was I struggling with my son, he wasn't sleeping well, I was barely getting sleep. I was like, just that sloth, that postpartum blues, depression. And I was going to work every day, not feeling great. And then I see this cheery redhead, like walking around, happy as can be. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is she doing? She was losing weight quick. She was always in a good mood. And it didn't take much for me to say, man, I'm struggling. Like, help me. What are you doing? She helped me on the baby end by giving me a book to help sleep train my son. But then she also helped me on the end of getting fit, bouncing back after the baby, and kind of snapping out of that depression. Because, one of the biggest things that drive me in this business is helping the next person be empowered and take back control of their body. And I know that may sound so superficial, but time and time again in my life, I've learned that when you can take control of your body and you feel good, it trickles down into every aspect of your life. And I say that because I was also overweight growing up. I was teased really bad in school. I was actually, I think, one of my, like the roughest time in my life was when I was about Jason's age there. The kids are cruel. And I was really, really overweight. I had really messed up teeth before the braces. I had a unibrow, all these things. And I just had a really rough time. And fitness came to me at a very young age. It came to me at 13 years old because I was starting middle school and I had the choice between going into weight training class or dance class. And the thought of putting on a leotard made me go to weight training with all the boys. So that's what started me into fitness at a very young age. And I have a soft spot for anybody that's looking just to empower themselves and gain back control, because it's what helped me when I was 13. It's what helped me when I had each of my babies, and it's what helps me today and actually has given me a business. I became a coach in July of 2013, okay? It's 5 years ago. Actually, I just hit my 5 years this month, but I did not really go into full-on business building. Like, I really didn't take this business seriously until about 3.5 years ago. And, I was busy having Mia and all that kind of stuff. But I had, how life throws these curveballs at you? Well, life threw me a curveball when Mia was born. She was born with what's called a hemangioma, which is a tumor. It's a tumor made up of blood vessels. And these tumors, for the most part, they're prevalent in infants, and they don't really do any harm unless they're located in a part of their body that causes them an issue. In Mia's case, her hemangioma was in the top part, portion of her eye, and it was actually pushing her eye socket out. And it was located behind her eye, intertwined with her muscles. So surgery would have resulted right away with her going blind. And so we had this curveball thrown at us. I was out of work because her appointments, I had to take her to Miami Children's, to only one specialist in all of Miami that took care of these kinds of things. And it was once a week that we had to be there for them to administer medicine to her that, by the way, was experimental for what she had. They had to administer the medicine, wait for her 2 hours afterwards to make sure nothing went wrong, but she was still breathing, and then they would send us home. And quickly, the time at work just drained. I was getting, the stink eye every time I had to leave. I started having friends, family fill my shoes. It got really, really, really stressful. And that was my turning point, guys. That was my rock bottom. That was my, okay, I've been doing this for fitness. I've been doing this for fun. I've been a hobby coach for a while, you know, just selling challenge packs, helping people get started, coaching them, making it fun. But I did not go full on business building until this moment. Until that moment where my back was against the wall as a mom, and I'm like, enough. I need to figure this out, because this is going to give me the freedom to never, ever feel like this again. So I did. And July of 2015, I retired myself. No, 2014. Sorry. Retired myself as a paralegal, came home to 3 kids, and been building this business from home ever since. So that's my story in a nutshell, guys. The first thing I'm going to teach you tonight is about the Coach Online Office, okay? Because this is what we call the back office. This is what's going to help you run your business. And actually, you know that $15.95 fee that you're paying once a month to be a coach, which, guys, is nothing. It gives you access to this back office to run your business. That, and the fact that we have inventory that's handled by all of Beachbody. So you don't got to deal with one return. You don't have to deal with one, damaged good or Shakeology bag that may have been ripped or whatever the case may be. I've seen a lot of things. Beachbody handles everything for us with a phone call. So the back office is the first thing I want to show you guys a little bit about. So let me get out of here for a second and jump on over to the back office. All right, here we go. Are we good so far? Can you guys hear me, or am I choppy? Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me great. Awesome. All right. So this is the back office, guys. The link to go to the back office is www.teambeachbody.com. Okay. And if up here it says sign in, that means you need to click there, enter the email that you signed up to be a coach with, the password, and then it'll say sign out, which tells you you're signed in. If you go there now and it says signed out, you know you're already in. All right. I don't know about your computer, but my computer always keeps me signed in for some reason. So to access your Coach Online Office, you're going to go to the tab Coach. Okay. Many of you may have gone here to sign up, but now that you are a coach, you're going to go down here to Coach Online Office. Click there. All right, guys, and this is the back office, okay? We like to call this, you'll hear it be called many different things, either Coach Online Office, like you saw. Sometimes we call it the COO, we just abbreviate it, and sometimes we call it the back office. So I wanna make sure that you guys, if you hear any of those interchanging, it's all the same thing. I want you to know that this is where it's at, all right? There's a couple things that you need to know right off the bat. It should say your name here, right? This Coach ID is pretty much your social security for all of the business. Everything that you do when you go to events, when you purchase stuff, when someone signs up underneath you, you're always going to need this Coach ID to give to them, so that that's your basically like your social of the business. So make sure.
Sorry, Monica, I'm so sorry. We cannot see anything that you're seeing right now.
You cannot see what I'm seeing.
No, we are on the Coach Online Office presentation.
Okay. Let's try something. Can you see that now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I know what went wrong. Give me a second. I know exactly what it is. Ooh. Thank you for stopping me. I would have kept on going. Stop share. Screen share. Boom. Bet you this is gonna work, guys. Can you see it now? Yeah, all right. Sorry. I'm gonna go back real quick, just so you guys know. Thank you, Luz, you're the bomb. Okay, this is teambeachbody.com, Coach Online Office. Boom, we're in. Here's what I was talking about. You'll see your name up here, your Coach ID, Social Security of the business, all right? I'm gonna show you guys, this may look really busy to you, and I remember when I started as a coach, this felt overwhelming. But it's going to be up to you to take time to go back here and kind of just surf through. I used to do this at night when I was watching my TV shows. My husband was laying next to me, hanging out, and I would just surf until I figured everything out. But I'm going to show you guys the important things that you need to know to get started, all right? The first thing is that I want you to know how to check orders, okay? So under My Business, you're going to go under My Orders, and these are your personal orders, and these are your customer orders, okay? Anything you need to know, if you want to know if someone's, wait, hold on. He doesn't have any there. Let me see. If you want to see if anything's shipped, here, look. Here's an order. tracking number. You can click there. It'll track any order, whether yours or your customers. Okay, so that's one thing you need to know for sure. Second is everybody wants to know, how much did I earn? Right here, my commissions, under my weekly commissions, you'll click there and it'll break down for you what you're making a week, okay? The other thing that you need to know here is forms and documents. I want you to scroll all the way down. This is actually homework assignment. Oh, wait, wrong one, sorry. This is homework assignment number 1, my EFT management. It wasn't under form and documents. Here we go. This is homework assignment number 1, guys. Set up your, oh my God, direct deposit. Brain fart. Direct deposit. If you do not set up your direct deposit, what's going to happen is that a live check will be mailed to you, and 2 things. You're going to get paid like 2 weeks later, okay, then you actually earned your money. And second, you're going to get deducted $2.50 for processing. And you know what? You earn those $2.50. Don't lose them. So go in here and set up your direct deposit, okay? So that's homework assignment number 1. The next thing I want to show you back here is, let's see, under start here, click on CEO Welcome. This is the CEO of our company, Carl Deichler, and if you're going to Super Saturday here in Miami this week, he's actually going to be here to see us. So that's really cool, guys. But what I want you to see here is the business quick start. You can click there. This is a really great form for you guys to grab a hold of, fill out, okay, go through it and fill it out to get yourself started. It's gonna kind of be like your go-to later on. You're gonna have your coach ID, coaches on your team, you know, your upline that you can reach out to. Figure out what your websites are, which I'll show you in a second how to get those, okay? And then I want you to go through, get connected with the company. So these are all the sites the company has: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all that good stuff, Twitter. There's always updates happening there. The National Wake Up Call, this is a weekly network-wide call that you can be a part of, okay? And I highly recommend that you do plug in once a week, okay? It happens at 8 a.m. Pacific time, which means 11 a.m. Eastern time. And this is the playback number and the live number that you can call, okay? The next, to set up your business, these are videos to teach you how to set up your profiles, navigate the back office, kind of like what we're learning now, but a little bit more in depth, and teach you about the team. Sorry, my kids just got home. Quiet, guys. And the value of the Team Beachbody Club, because now we have club membership, which gives you access to Beachbody on demand and all this good stuff, and you want to know more about it, all right? Number 4, create an action plan. So it's going to help you get started on an action plan. 5, these are tools to help start jogging your memory and start building that contact list of people that you want to help. And these are really great tools for you to plug into. And lastly, engaging in training, okay? It's going to give you Coach Basics, a starter kit for a coach, training, you know, and your Coach Online office and different trainings as a brand new coach, and then the leadership ladder, which is basically the leadership ladder is a system we use to kind of determine, all right, I'm a coach. What are the things I should be doing? What's the amount of money I should be earning so that I'm ready to advance to the next level and the next level and the next level, depending on your rank and depending on where you are in the business. So these are all really good things to learn. Don't get overwhelmed. Do this at your own pace and on your own time, but I just want to show you where you can find it. Okay, guys? So this is the Business Quick Start Guide. Now, the next thing I want to show you back here is, where did it go? Okay, my websites here. So this is where you're going to set up your websites. So when you have somebody that says, okay, I'm Sandra, I'm ready. I want to, you know, get started. I want a challenge pack. Where do I go to order? This is where Sandra's going to set up her websites so that she's ready to go, okay? When you sign up as a coach, you created a screen name. That screen name is what created your link. So here, Fernando's link is this right here. Everybody's link starts with beachbody.com. I don't know what that means. Okay. Beachbody.com/ and then whatever screen name you created. In this case, this is Fern1185. So that is the link you're going to give to all your prospects that are interested in you being their coach and getting started. By using that link, any purchase they make gets credited to you, and you as a coach get the commission of 25 or 30%. And I'll answer in a second when do you get 25% and when do you get 30, all right? Sales and marketing, guys, every tool you'll possibly need to work your business. Logos, success stories, challenge group guides. So if you're going to put together a challenge group, like day-by-day guides on what to say, what to do, what to post, and how you can help people. Wear and share. If you want a hat, a shirt, leggings, shorts, I mean, the works. I'm always wearing my wear and share. This is where you can buy it, all right? So take a look at all the business tools we have back here. In here, there's a lot of things here that are a little bit more advanced. I usually go over that with Emerald to Diamond training, and we'll talk about ranks in a second. But again, click and just check it all out, all right? Here is where you can send emails, e-cards, implement all your contacts and all that good stuff. I'm telling you guys, this back office is full of tools. Incentives and rewards is basically recognition. We're very, very big on recognition in Team Beachbody, and you'll see that within the team page, within the network wide. We're always recognizing and celebrating. Here's just basically the list that you can always go back to and look at. And then news and training, which a lot of the news and training is here on the Quick Start Guide, and it'll link you into this. The last tab I want you to know about is the Success tab, which is personal development for you, absolutely free. And we'll talk about in a second how important personal development is and what role it plays in our businesses. All right, guys. So that is the back office. All right. Now let me get out of here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. Wanted to go here. Wow, everything is like working backwards for me today. All right, the last thing that I want to show you is where you can, like the coach breaking news. So all the things that are happening right now, like things that you need to know. For example, if a program goes on sale, if Super Saturdays are announced, if Shakeology boosts go on sale, New York, the new National Wake Up Call goes, the replay, you want to know all that kind of good stuff. Coach Breaking News always has everything you need to know here happening. So make sure that you check this at least once a day to see and be in the know. We always say you need to know your business to grow your business. So make sure that you're always plugging in and finding out what's happening. And then last thing in this back office I want to show you, if you ever want to change your Shakeology flavor, if you want to push up your order date, if you want to push back your order date, if you want, whatever the case may be, any modification whatsoever that has to do with Shakeology, you can always click this button here and do that. You don't have to make a phone call. You don't have to send an email. It's super easy. All right. So that's the last thing in the back office I'm going to show you guys. All right. And then let me not make that mistake again. Let me screen share here for the next part. So while I get to the next part, does anybody want to unmute themselves and ask a question?
Monica.
Yes.
My friend just purchased a challenge pack, so I didn't put my account in there, so I will be getting a check then in the mail.
Yes, if you have not put, well, okay, I'm going to talk about commission and earnings right now, but we get paid in arrears. Arrears means that what you earn this week does not get paid out until next week, and there's a reason for that. So actually, if she just bought today and you fix your EFT tonight, you're not going to get paid that amount, that commission until next week, so you'll be good for direct deposit.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, and congrats on that.
Thanks.
All right. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah, the slides? Good. All right. So let's rock and roll with the second part. 4 vital behaviors of a coach. And I always like to say successful coach, because if you're doing these things, you are constantly moving your business forward. Constantly, okay? So the 4 vital behaviors of a successful coach. The first one is invite, invite, invite. As coaches, we do not stay quiet about what we're doing. We share, we get out there and inspire, we get out there and motivate. I think a lot of times, a lot of misconceptions, and obviously you guys in here on this call have overcome that misconception, but a lot of people think that they have to be like a hard body at their goal weight, or they have to look or know a certain thing, you know, be some kind of professional. You don't. Our job as coaches is simply to inspire, motivate, hold others accountable, and just really be on this journey while taking others on it as well, all right? But we don't stay quiet about it. We're constantly inviting. We're constantly creating relationships. Building relationships is truly, I'm gonna give you guys a big tip, probably one of the biggest tips you'll ever hear in your business. The heart of this business is building relationships with people. I like to say that I feel like my job is to just make friends. Like I just go out and talk to people. I'm that crazy person that smiles at you in the middle of the grocery store. I'm the person that strikes up conversation with whoever's next to me while I'm waiting in line. I'm the person that takes my Shakeology cup everywhere I go. And when someone asks or I don't know, I'm always out there inviting, sharing, talking about what I am. And I really feel my identity as a coach. I really do. I own it. And so when you're out there as a coach and you're working on yourself, don't stay quiet about it. Share it on social media, with your kids, friends, in the school, in summer camps, at work, wherever you're working. Get out there and don't be an undercover coach, okay? Second, product of the product. There's absolutely no way you can inspire someone to do something. There's no way you can tell someone to do something that you're not doing yourself. So another vital behavior is being a product of the product. That means you drink your Shakeology once a day, every day. That means you push play when you need to. Okay? I know what you're thinking. Well, what happens if I skip a workout? This is a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint, which means that if you fall off the wagon one day, that means you're going to jump back on the next day. If you fall off for 2 days, you jump back on. I'll tell you the beautiful part about this. Being a coach just adds this whole other level of accountability on yourself. You know what I mean? Because you got people waiting. You got people watching. So even if you fall off, like my birthday was a week ago. Ooh, believe me, I was bad. Bounced right back in, got right back at it because I know I've got people watching. I know that I have people that I have to prove myself to. So product of the product is a must. The next is personal development. And I think this is the number one vital behavior that goes overlooked, that goes skipped, that people don't give much value to. And that's a big mistake. And I'm speaking from experience, guys. Remember, I told you in the beginning of this call, I want to teach you guys things that took me like this learning curve to learn, okay? And personal development was one of them. I used to skip it. I used to think I didn't need it. I used to think people with problems or people with issues needed personal development, and that's absolutely not true. You must feed your mind. You must strengthen your mind as you strengthen your body. And here's another thing. You can't give to others what you don't have. So if you don't have this positivity shining out of you, this vision, this focus, this determination, you're not going to give that. It's not going to come out of your pores like it should when you're talking to people. And what gives you that is personal development. What gets your mind right is personal development. So you're going to see whenever we do team power hours where we work together, for an hour, I host them all the time, or in the team page, I'm constantly plugging in personal development, great videos that I love, books that people are reading, all this kind of stuff. Plug in and really dig deep into it and don't skip it. Last thing is recognition. Like I said, we are high on recognition. We celebrate everything. We really do celebrate everything. And make sure that as you start to build your business, as you start to have challengers that you start to help, start to succeed, as you start having coaches join your team, always remember to recognize their efforts, recognize their successes, because, I don't know about you guys, but I was in the law field. You got zero recognition when you're in the law field. There was no attaboys. There was no, you just did what you had to do, and everybody just walked in there and walked out every day. And that's really a unique, beautiful part about Beachbody, is that we're always celebrating. So hone in on it, because it does fill one of your vital needs as a human. And we want to make sure that we fulfill those. All right. So what are the two main goals you should have as a coach coming into the business? Okay. These are the two things that I kind of want you to dangle in front of yourself and say, okay, this is where I need to go for right now. Don't look superstar diamond. Don't look a team of 700 big. Don't look at Millionaires Club. Don't look at all those things that you may see happening around you. These are the two things, the bite-sized goals that you can start working on right now, that are going to be your first milestone and the first in your business, okay? The first one is advance to Emerald rank, And the second is to achieve what we call Success Club. So let me break those apart for you guys for a second. Are we good? Can everybody hear me? Thumbs up? Okay, good. All right. So Emerald means you sponsor 2 coaches into your business, into your team, okay? Once you can sponsor 2, and as you see, this is you in the middle, right? And then you have 1 person to your left and 1 person to your right. Once you do that, you achieve the status, the rank status of Emerald, all right? Why Emerald? Why is Emerald important? Why is this such a huge milestone? Well, first, it's when you begin to earn what we call team cycle bonuses. Team cycle bonuses is the residual income of this business. So there's many facets to earning in this business. One is commission-based, right? Just simple, someone buys a challenge pack from you, you earn a commission. It's just simple commission-based business. The next is residual income business. That income, like they say, that comes in while you sleep. That is not just earned by you, but earned by the team that you begin to build, okay? And when you add 2 people to your team, you start to get that residual income. You get the benefit of unlocking it, okay? And the third way to earn this business are bonuses, what we call quarterly bonuses. That usually happens when you advance to Star Diamond and above, all right? But I want you to know that those are the 3 ways to earn: commission-based, residual, and bonuses, all right? So as an Emerald, you unlock team cycle bonuses. You also unlock what we call customer leads. This is the coolest part to this business, guys. So I don't know if you know this, but we are a multi-level marketing company, right? MLM. We are the only multi-level marketing company that every single piece of advertising you see out there, I mean, we've got billboards, we've got infomercials, we've got internet. I don't know if you guys listen to sports radio, but Carl comes on sports radio and talks about Beachbody On Demand. We have all this advertising. And that advertising, any customer brings in, here's the cool part. Beachbody does not keep it. They spit these customers right back out into the coach network. So how do they know that they can trust you to take care of this customer? Well, they have one simple rule. We will give you customers if you're proving that you're helping others. You help others, and we will help you with people to help. So once you advance to Emerald, which means you started your team, you're getting out there, you're really beginning to build the roots of your business, they're going to help you by giving you customer leads. But the only way to unlock them is by advancing. 3, you begin to accrue what we call carryover volume. Now this part might start to get a little crazy for you guys. I know this is a lot of information for one night, but all I want you to know about carryover volume is that everything that we sell in Beachbody, okay, everything that's sold carries a volume amount, okay? So for example, Shakeology is 90 PV, personal volume, okay? Everything carries a point value. And every time you sell something, or anybody in your downline, anybody that you sponsored, or anybody that's in the organization underneath you, when we say teamwork, it really is a teamwork. All those points start to accrue. And when you hit a certain ratio, okay, 200 points to 100 points in your organization, you earn bonuses. But here's the deal. What happens if you don't hit 200 to 100? What happens if you have 5,000 and you don't have 100 on the other end to cash out? Those 5,000 points don't go anywhere. It's not like if you don't use it, you lose it. It starts to accrue, but it only starts to accrue once you've advanced to Emerald. Then you get the right to start accruing. So I want you guys to think about it as like a giant piggy bank. Once you advance to Emerald, you get handed over a piggy bank that says, okay, now you can start saving these points until you're able to cash them out, until you have that ratio where you cash out, cash out, cash out. I will explain these bonuses. I'll explain how to cash out in a later training, okay? So don't get overwhelmed with that. What I want you to know is that Emerald means that you get to start accruing. And you're not going to understand it until you have your 2 people, you have your numbers, and you have your volume coming in to understand it. So that's why I like to go over that in depth later. But just know, advance to Emerald, you get your piggy bank, basically. And then the last thing, hello, it's the start of your team. Like, that's cool. That's cool. It's saying, I am doing this, I'm going all in, and I'm beginning to start my team. So that's why Emerald. Next, Success Club. Success Club is this recognition program that they came out with about, I would say, 3 years ago. When I first started as a coach, we did not have Success Club. But I love when they came out with this for 2 reasons. One, it gave me like my benchmark every month of what I needed to do to build my business. Like, okay, what is it that I need to hit? What should I be doing to take it to the next level, for it to accrue, you know, for it to stack, for me to have that compound effect in my business where month to month I'm doing all the right things to start building. So they came out with Success Club. And the second thing is that you earn prizes whenever you do well and you start hitting those benchmarks. So it's cool. Hey, I'm making money and I'm winning prizes. So let's talk about what Success Club is. Bottom line, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, there's only 2 ways to earn points. The first one is to help a new person with a challenge pack. So who was it? Was it you, Cynthia, that said your friend just bought a challenge pack?
Yes. Yes. And
awesome.
she also bought the recipe book.
Yay! Okay. Well, the recipe book does not count for Success Club, but still super duper cool. But what does count is your challenge pack. And now you officially have 2 Success Club points underneath your belt, which is a really cool thing. It's really good. Okay, so that's 2 points. And then the way to earn 1 point is with Shakeology order on HD. HD stands for Home Direct, or you might also hear it be called auto ship, okay? Which means that it automatically ships every 30 days. If you sell Shakeology on a one-time order where someone does not get HD, you will not get points. So what I like to tell new customers, because it always happens, right? Oh, you should buy on HD. What's the first thing that person says? Well, how do I know I'm going to keep wanting it? I don't even know if I like it. Well, this is how I tell them. When you get HD, you get reduced shipping of $2. So all HD orders in Beachbody, if you're getting that auto ship, it's $2 shipping versus the regular shipping. And the regular shipping for Shakeology is $10, okay? So they're saving $8. They have the option to cancel or freeze an HD at any moment whatsoever with absolutely no penalty. All of us do. You are under no contract in any kind of way when it comes to anything Beachbody. And that's another cool aspect of it, okay? So I always tell my new customers, listen, you don't know if you're gonna like it, although I know you're gonna love it, but between here and 3 weeks, let's set a timer on your phone, everybody carries a phone, that says, figure out if you still want to keep Shakeology or not, okay? But meanwhile, save the money on the shipping, because it is going to save them money on the shipping. And when they love it, when they're getting results, and when they realize that they want to keep going, 9 times out of 10, they do not cancel or freeze. If they do, no problem, they do. You still get your point. There's nothing taken away from you, and they still save the money on the shipping. And I'm telling you guys, the box can land on their doorstep and they can call right there and cancel and they'll be completely fine. Nothing's going to happen. So it's always good to talk to people about that. Offer them that because it'll also give you a Success Club point. So we like to say, how do you qualify for Success Club? Well, if you're helping at least 3 people a month, that's the number I want you guys to understand. At minimum, a good coach helps 3 people a month. Okay, 30 people a month will give you 5 points or more, right? 2 challenge packs and 1 Shakeology, 3 challenge packs at 6 points. You're good, okay? You're on your way. You're beginning to build your business. A great coach, a coach that's like, I want this. I want to build, I really want to blow this out of the water. You'll get out there and help 5 or more people a month. 5 or more gives you 10 points or more, okay? So there's Success Club 5 Club, and there's Success Club 10 Club. Now you see there it says 5 points, 5 to 9, and 10, and then it says and 90 PV on Home Direct. Okay, let me explain that. Remember how I told you guys everything carries a point value? Shakeology happens to carry a 90 point value. Well, part of Success Club, even if you have the 5 and 10 points, if you yourself are not buying Shakeology, or 90 PV, but you know what they mean. They mean Shakeology. And consuming it and being a product of the product month to month, you will not earn Success Club. And I absolutely love this rule because, again, it goes back to being a product of the product and not telling people to do something you're not doing yourself. So this is a big aspect that I want you guys to understand because that's what's going to give you the conviction to talk to others. That's what's going to give you the ability to say, you know what, this is why it works, and this is what it's done for me. It's your testimony. All right, so that's how you qualify for Success Club. And here's a really, really awesome part. If you're an Emerald, you advance to Emerald, and you hit Success Club 10, you're qualified for now what's called Success Club leads. Let me clarify what Success Club leads are versus the customer leads that we just talked about. Customer leads, when somebody buys from Beachbody, any of those facets that I talked to you guys about, okay? If anybody buys from there, the commission, the first set of commission will go to Beachbody, right? To pay for advertising and all that stuff. The customer is yours. So you'll see in your back office, new customer, the name of the person, but you will get 0 commissions on that first order. Anything that that customer orders thereafter, that's your money. That's your commission. You're good to go. You're taking care of them. They're all yours. Now, Success Club leads, that customer that comes in, that customer that purchases, you get everything right off the bat. You get commissions right off the bat. You get them as a customer right off the bat, and it's all yours. And sometimes you get really lucky, guys. Like I've gotten, for example, an Ultimate Reset dual pack, and that commission right off the pop is $150. Like randomly, you get the smallest order you ever get is a Shakeology, which pays us $32. The most you could get is an Ultimate Reset dual pack. I got lucky with one of those one time. And the commission right off the bat is yours, and so is the customer. So big, big deal to advance to Emerald and hit Success Club 10 all in 1 month, because that's what's going to unlock leads, okay? Are there any questions up to now? Because I know we got a little complicated there with a lot of numbers. I'll give you guys a second to unmute if you have any questions. By the way, the chat function, I can't see it when I have the full screen on, so you guys got to speak up. This is super laid back, guys. I promise. Like, we're all a team. We're all a family. Ask away. There's no bad question. We're good? Thumbs up?
Okay. No,
okay.
Wait, hold on. So what happens if you hit Success Club 1 month, but then you don't hit it the next month?
Then you just don't get leads that month.
Okay.
So you gotta we all have a clean slate every month.
Oh, okay.
So you have a clean slate to do whatever. If you hit Emerald and let's say you drop, but the following month you hit again, you're good. Like that month you'll get leads. So make sense? Oh wait, I can't hear you. What happened there? I lost you, Melissa. I can't hear you. Is it just me or can you guys hear her? No, right?
Hold on.
Oh, there, wait. I hear you now.
You can hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you ever go down in rank? So say you hit Emerald, can you ever go down and go back to coach?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, so here's how it works. You hit a rank. By the way, guys, the ranks are this. Coach, okay? The next is Emerald when you sponsor 2 people. The next is Ruby, okay? I'm not going to go into what qualifies for Ruby. We could show you how to look it up, but the next is Ruby. After Ruby is Diamond, and then after Diamond is Star Diamondship, 1 through 15. So you could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 Star Diamond, okay? Whenever you hit a rank, that becomes your lifetime, what we call lifetime rank, okay? So let's say you hit Diamond, you are a lifetime Diamond. But it could mean the following week, if somebody falls out, if you don't have all the requirements of a Diamond, the following week you could possibly drop down to an Emerald. Every week, whatever your rank is that week, that's what you're going to get paid as. Because each rank carries a different team cycle bonus amount. Okay. So yes, you could always lose it, but guess what? The next week you can regain it. Yeah, you can regain it. It's actually the flow of the business. Okay. All right. That's a great question. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about why Success Club very quickly. Well, like we talked about, it's the way to measure your business. It's like, I remember when I came into business, I'm like, okay, how do I know what's enough? How do I know what to do? And Success Club, I love that they came out with it because it taught us exactly what to do. Okay. Second, who was it? Somebody told me, oh, I'm so excited because I see you guys take trips all the time and I want to take trips. This is how you take trips, guys. This is how you get on those trips. By earning Success Club, okay, every year we have a trip. This last year was a cruise. Next year is Punta Cana. The year before that was Cancun, okay? Every time you earn 1 Success Club points, that's $10 towards your trip. These trips cost for you and a guest approximately $1,100. So if you look at it, 110 Success Club points in a whole year, you earn your trip for free. If you only earn 500 points and you only get that amount of money paid off, only half your trip, all you got to do is pay the other half of your trip, right? You'll get a balance. You pay that balance and you're on the trip. So it's your way of kind of like, again, another kind of piggy bank, I guess you could say, saving towards a trip, and that happens once a year. And we call it the Success Club trip, right? So you hear that a lot. And then lastly, we earn prizes. We earn all sorts of cool stuff. Hats, wear and share. The other day, a couple months ago, we got these aprons for the kitchen, these Shakeology aprons that were so cool. We've just gotten crazy stuff, bobbleheads, blankets, footballs, all this kind of stuff that really helps our business, all right? So that's why Success Club, big deal. All right, let me talk really quickly. How are we doing on time? Oh my God, we got to rush. Okay, success starters. You want this to be you. You guys are all brand new coaches. So as a success starter means you hit Success Club month 1, 2, and 3 of signing up as a coach, and you're going to earn your ticket to Coach Summit. Now, a lot of you guys may or may not know what Coach Summit is. Well, you're about to find out next week, because this year's Coach Summit is happening next week. A lot of us on the team are going to be on that trip. And you're going to see it all over your news feed. You're going to see it all over the team page. Luce is going. Woohoo! Amy's going. It's going to be Amy's first. I can't see who else is on this call. Sorry, guys. I can only see 4 of you. But all of us are going to be in this trip. You're going to get to see how amazing it is. But as a brand new coach, I want you to know that right now is your opportunity to earn your free ticket. And the way that is by hitting Success Club 1, 2, and 3, the first 3 months of your business. I know a lot of you are thinking, well, what if I just signed, it's July 21st. That's not fair. I only have a week. No, you're good. If you hit it this month, great. But if you hit it next month, that'll still qualify as your first month, right? So you kind of get like this month or that month, whatever whatever ends up happening and panning out. But 2 and 3 do have to be consecutive, okay? And what's Coach Summit? Coach Summit is a game changer. You meet the trainers. You can see up there in the right-hand corner, that's my gorgeous husband with Tony Horton. You can see our team. We all dress in red for the final celebration night. Oh, you can see me and my mom is the one in black next to me and my husband at the Coach Summit celebration night. That's my mom, my dad, also the team. You can see in the middle there, Luce is there, hey, with some of her teammates. And on the bottom, you can see the super workout. Literally 30,000 people get together to do a group workout. It's so cool. This is what Coach Summit's all about. There's trainings. It's just like a total game changer, not just as a coach, not just for this business. Luce can attest to the fact that it's a game changer in your life. Like it's just everything. So if you could take away anything I'm telling you tonight, take away that hitting the Success Starters program is everything. You're going to set yourself up for a really amazing trip. All right. We're going to go fly through this, guys, I promise. Understanding commissions. We earn 25% off of everything. Programs, supplements, products, wear and share, everything. We earn 25% off any sale. We also save 25% as coaches. So anything you buy, you get 25% off. Now, you actually earn 30%. So Cynthia, you just earned 30% commission on the challenge pack that you just sold or performance pack. The difference between the two is challenge packs is Shakeology combined with a workout program. Performance packs are pre and post workout supplements combined with a workout. That's a performance pack. Whenever you sell these, two beautiful things happen. Your customer gets a huge discount. They can save up to $80 bundling together, okay, versus buying each thing separate. And another beautiful thing that happens is that you as a coach, your commission gets bumped up. And this is absolutely why I love Beachbody. You're going to see time and time again things like this that Beachbody does. They're losing in the short term, winning in the long term, because they're giving us incentives to do the damn thing right. You know that nutrition, Shakeology, and workouts are all equally important. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm telling you. If you're going to try to cut corners and skip steps, it's not going to be the same. It's not. And 5 years has taught me that. And so Beachbody is like, okay, guys, listen, just do it right. We just want you to do it right. We rather lose now, lose money now, lose commission now, and give it to you guys as an incentive, but just do it right. Okay, so that's the idea behind the up to commission and the discount for our customers. Like I said, everything carries a point value. So anytime you, the coach, buys or sells, that's called personal volume. Now, when you start getting into that residual income, that team volume, all that kind of stuff, anytime your team, whatever you and from you down, your team sells or buys is called team volume. I just want you guys to know that there is a difference and different things are calculated with each of those numbers, all right? But here's the biggest thing you really need to know. It takes 50 PV a month for you to remain active as a coach. Why is this a big deal? Because let's just say you advance to Emerald. Let's just say you start accruing that nice little fat piggy bank of volume and you ever go inactive for not having the minimum required 50 PV, you will lose all your volume. Basically, you will lose all the money accrued waiting for you to cash out. It'll also cause you to go inactive as a coach, which means you can't sell because you're not active, okay? Can't earn commissions because you're not active. A lot of times you can't participate in a lot of things because you're not active. So 50 PV. But here's the beautiful part. If you're drinking your Shakeology, if you're being a product of the products, if you're really digging into your own personal journey, you'll never ever have this problem. Why? Because Shakeology is 90 PV. And once a month you're consuming it yourself. So this should never be an issue. But I just want you to know that it is the requirement. Now, let's go into, okay, I know I said it'd be under an hour, but I'm going to take 10 minutes to go over this stuff because this is the stuff that I think is my favorite part of the business more than anything, is social media and ways to really start to build your business today. If there's one thing that you can walk away today starting to do is getting out there on social media and sharing and not being this undercover coach and really going out there and being of value to the people that you could possibly help. So what's the first thing that I would say to do? Make sure your screen name is simple, okay? Not hot mama with a booty, 001. No, it's not going to really work out these days, okay? Now you need to be known as you. You are your brand. That's another key thing I want you to understand. You are your brand. You are the value in your coaching business, not Shakeology, not P90X, not 21 Day Fix. None of that stuff is the value. You are, because guess what? There are, I don't even know how many coaches there are on the network these days, 200,000. There's 200,000 other people selling the same thing you're selling. So what's different? You're different. You're different. They're here for you. So be you. Brand your name. That is who you are, and that's what you want people to know you by. Okay? So make sure that your screen names are simple and that they're you. 2, make your account public. I know a lot of people, especially starting out, say, oh, but I don't want my kids' pictures public, or are there certain things I want to keep private? All right, no problem. Although, the way that I am, I'm an open book, my family, my life, who I am, my story, that's all me. I'm out there public. But if you don't want to, then create a new account simply for your business where you'll put your fitness and all your stuff there. But do have an account that people can reach out to you and see what you're all about, okay? And guess what, guys? Hashtags do not work if you're private. They have absolutely no value when you're private. 3, begin to organize a posting schedule. That means get intentional with what you're putting out there. A lot of times as coaches, the first things that we want to do is like, okay, here's my Shakeology, here's my lunch, here's my workout, sweaty selfie. All those things are great, fantastic. Yes, you're being a product of the product. But start to dig deeper. Okay, I want to challenge you guys to start digging deeper and saying, okay, how can people connect to me? What can I start to talk about that's going to really shine a light on who I am? When I opened this call, I told you guys about my childhood obesity, growing up overweight and getting teased and bullied. I talk about it all the time publicly because who nowadays does not have a child that may be going through that and that strikes a chord, right? They're going to I want to do something. I want to change something for my child. I'm also getting out there talking about the abdominal separation I have in my stomach after my kids, right? Because it's like I have this stretched skin. I have this screwed up belly button from having my kids. I get out there and I'm raw about it. I share that story. I go a little bit deeper than just posting my selfie. When I talk about whatever the case may be, there's a lot of things that I talk about all the time. My daughter's situation with her hemangioma. I talk about it because what mom's not out there stressing out with a medical issue with their child and saying, I need a way out, I need a way out, I need to figure out something. I know I'm going to help somebody because once upon a time, $200 more a month would mean everything to my family. And there's a mom out there that's going to connect with that. And that's who I want to help. That's who I want to attract. So begin to organize a posting schedule ahead of time. Say, okay, Transformation Tuesday, right? Everybody's doing Transformation Tuesdays all the time. What story could I tell that's really going to dig a little bit deeper about who Cynthia is, who Luz is, who Amy is, who you guys are, all right? The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is jab, 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 right hook. This is a book I read by Gary Vaynerchuk, which the guy is but this is the book that really helped me understand social media. When I started to apply jab, 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 right hook, I really started to build the following that I have today. I have about 8,000 followers almost on Instagram, another 5,000 and something on Facebook. And that's really genuine relationships that I begin to build, or people that I've started to attract. I've never paid for a follower. I don't believe in that stuff. That whole facade of I have 200,000 coaches. 200,000 followers, but when I put something, I get 10 likes. That tells you something. Somebody bought some likes there. Bought some followers. No, I really like to genuinely get out there and attract the right people, the right audience, so that obviously I could build my business. But it took time. It took time to build my brand. It took time to build who I am and the respect of my followers to keep following me. So jab, 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 right hook helped me do that. What are jabs? Jabs are those things that I just talked to you about. Your sweaty selfie, your meal, your Shakeology, your kids, your dog, your hobbies, all those things that talk about you. You're giving, 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 all about you. What is that right hook? All right, guys. This is probably the part that's going to make you uncomfortable because I know it made me uncomfortable. I'm being real here. The right hook is when you come in and say, I'm hosting a challenge group. I'd love to have you. I'm looking for 10 women that are ready to change their lives. I'm looking to help people empower themselves and really take back control. I'm looking for people that want to join my team, who are driven, who love fitness and want to help people. Those invitations are essential, okay? They're essential because you're giving someone the option to join you. You're giving them the invitation. And guess what, guys? If you're out there jabbing all the time, jab, 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 share, 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 give, 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 but you're never coming in and asking for anything, you're never coming in and inviting, people may look at you and be like, wow, Luz looks amazing. She's got this really great hobby. She does all these cool workouts. She's always like all sweaty and stuff. Good for her. Good for you, Luz. And that's as far as it goes. They have no idea they have a place in your life, in what you're doing, unless you get out there and invite. Now, let's switch it around, because sometimes this happens. If you're a coach that's constantly hook, 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 and you jab absolutely nothing, you give nothing about yourself, you give no connection, you give no evidence of what you're doing, and you're just saying, join me, buy here, go here, do this. What does that feel like? This person is just trying to sell me, right? This person just wants me to buy. This person doesn't care about me. This person, I don't even know them. And they want me to buy, join. So jab, 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 right hook changed my entire mindset about the content that I put out. And exactly that ratio. It doesn't mean it has to be 3 posts about this and 1 about this, 3 posts about, no. But in that sort of ratio where you share, and every once in a while, here's how to join me. Share, here's where you can go. Here's how you can find out more, okay? The next is avoid stock photos. This is a biggie for me, okay? Oftentimes new coaches come in and I just became a coach, join me. If you want Shakeology, ask me how or message me. And they put like a giant picture of Shakeology, like the logo. I've done that before. It doesn't go anywhere. Why? Because it's not personalized. Because again, what is the value in this business? What is the value in your business? Let me rephrase that, because it's not my business. It's your business. It is you. So if you're going to post your Shakeology, yes, please do talk about it. But put your face, be like, your Shakeology. Tell a story behind it. Make it personable. Make it something about you. Make it creative. Personalize your workouts, personalize everything that you're putting out there. Avoid the challenge pack picture and say on sale, ask me how. Like, that's not going to work out, guys. I've been there, done that. All right. The next thing I'm going to tell you is the BFF rule, the best friend rule. This is talk to people through your social media like you would talk to your best friend. I think so many coaches, I'm going to alleviate so much off your shoulders right now. I think so many coaches, when they first start and they're writing a post and they're going out there and sharing and inviting, they may write the same post for like 2 days straight. Like they erase, right, because they're looking for the right words. They're looking for, oh my God, is this right? Am I saying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Did I write that right? Do you think this worked? And I always get, new coaches sending me screenshots. I want to post this. What do you think? I'm going to alleviate something for you. Go out there and talk to people like if they were your best friend. Be you. There's no right or wrong. Get out there and share the way you share. Because people see through this facade that you may put on, like trying to act like something you're not. And people are going to gravitate towards you when you are you. So I always tell people, use that BFF rule. Always talk to people like if they are your best friend forever. Because that's how they're going to connect to you and get the real you. All right? And then the last thing, oh, sorry. The funny thing is I can't see because your pictures are on the bottom. I don't know the last thing. Where is it? Oh, share, don't tell. Yeah. Okay, that's another goodie. Share, don't tell, which means is that instead of telling everybody all the 72 superfoods in Shakeology, instead of telling everybody every vitamin that's in Shakeology, how about you share why Shakeology, why you love it, why you drink it every day, what it's done for you. Share, don't tell, because that's what's the quote? There's a quote that says something. Facts tell, stories sell. There you go. Boom, got it down. Facts tell, stories sell. Because people want to hear your testimony. They want to hear from you. They don't want you to spew out a gazillion, ingredients and all this kinds of stuff that they have no idea how to pronounce the words anyway. You probably don't, and you're there trying to figure out how to explain it to them. Go out there and tell them why you drink it, why you believe in it. Whether, I know for me, it's the digestion, it's the energy, it's, all these things. That's what I share with people. I share those things with them so that they can make a decision. And if they want to know the ingredients, here's another cool part. We have a website for that. I'll shoot them the link. If they're this health nut and they understand all the words that are in Shakeology, then they can read up on it and really decide for themselves if it's the right choice or not. Okay? But with anything, even the workouts, all that kind of stuff, instead of going out there and just spewing out a bunch of facts, tell your story. Again, that's the true value in what we are as coaches. All right, guys, we are done. We're done. Woo. I hope you guys are excited as I am to call it a night. But I do want to have a last call to action before we go. It's kind of like your homework, right? Aside from setting up your direct deposit and setting up your links, I want you to complete the new coach kickoff guide. If you don't know what that is, there's a team guide. Your coach should have provided you with it or tagged you on our team page. If not, reach out to your coach. And then the next thing I want you to do is come out as a coach. Come out as a coach. Tell people what you're doing. Any way you want, whatever works for you. Remember, talking to your best friend. Come out, share what you're doing, whether it's a sweaty selfie, whether it's your Shakeology, whether it's saying I'm on this new journey, I'm excited. But the biggest thing I want you to walk away with is don't keep it quiet. Because by not going out there, by not stepping out of your comfort zone and really beginning to share, there's no way you're going to grow into your identity as a coach. And that's what you need to do right now. That's the only way you're going to make your mark. Okay? So come out as a coach and then, oh my gosh, here we go again. I cannot see the bottom. And then soon after, let's announce your first challenge group, guys. And you'll see ways to do that on our team page. We're always talking about like budding up with other coaches, using the Mind Challenge Tracker app. So the first few times you can buddy up with the coach that sponsored you into the business so they could, teach you the ropes. And then from thereafter, begin to host your own. But you definitely got to get out there and start announcing them. Give those right hooks for people to join you. Yeah? All right. That is it. That is everything. Congratulations. For becoming a coach, you just changed your life. I promise, guys, this business can be everything and more to you. It's changed my life entirely. The life of my children, the route that we were going. I was working every day, you know, that 9 to 5. It took me 2 hours to commute to and from work. I was 5 watered down versions of a wife, of a mom, of a paralegal, of a friend at times. And this business gave me back control. It allows me, because I always said I never wanted to be that woman that just stayed home and didn't make money, because I like to make money. This gave me the ability to do that and be home and be present and be fulfilled. Because I'll tell you what, the people that have come into my life ever since this business, I mean, there's no way I would have crossed paths had it not been for this business. So it's unique, it's beautiful, but I will tell you, it is work. I am not going to sugarcoat it and say it's going to fall in your lap. In fact, if I sugarcoated it and told you that it was completely easy and that you could just work out and just post about it and you're going to make $1 million, run for the hills if I told you that, because it means that it was not real. It's not real if that's the case. I'm telling you it's going to be work, but every ounce of sweat that you put into it will be worth it. And I can say that with complete conviction, because here I am 3 years later building a business on this call with you guys, having all this fun, and I get to call this my job, my business. So without continuing to talk, because I could talk for hours and hours and hours, let me shut up and answer any questions or hear any comments from you guys or some of the coaches that are on here. If you guys have anything to say, I know Sue. Oh, you guys got to meet Sue and Amy. These are all our veteran coaches. Who else do I have on here? I can't see. Mari and Z and Angie. What's up, Angie? Luz. If you girls want to say anything, you want to maybe share something, go for it. The floor is yours.
Hey ladies, Sue Lepre here. Monica, that was amazing. Continue to blow me away. And honestly, I mean, I've been a coach for like a real working coach since January. And maybe 6 months sounds like a long time for you guys, but for me, I still feel like I'm a newcomer, you know? And I show up to these 411, you know, talk about being a new coach because I want to stay new. I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I know it all, because that's not how I grow. That's not how I continue to build my business. And huge news just happened right before your call, Monica. I'm dying of excitement. I hit Success Club 10.
Whoa, way to go, Sue.
And it is July. And I just told you I started like actively working as a coach in January. And this is month 7. I have hit Success Club 10 every single month. And what does that mean? That means that not only do I get leads, I get paid leads. I don't have to do anything. They just show up in my account. I reach out to them. Great, fantastic. This is what it's about. Share what's going on with you. Be open. I've shared some really personal things about losing my hair with alopecia, having shingles 9 times in the past year. It's not easy to share, but let me tell you, when you can connect with one person, when you can show one person that it's possible to overcome something and still lose weight, feel great, down 72 pounds, what? It is possible. Your dreams will come true. My number one suggestion for you is to write down what you want. If you don't write it down and you're not telling people, how's it going to happen? You have to make it happen. So I'm so excited to share that with you, Monica.
And
so excited to yes.
Sue's going to her first summit this year. She will be at Summit next week with us. So guys, she started her business in January and look where she's at. Look what she's doing. Look at the things that are unfolding from everything. So that's what it's about. Right there, right there. I love Sue. Woo! I'm so excited for you, Sue. Way to go.
Good night, guys.
Anything from anybody else?
I will say, like, you talk about it, but about one of the vital behaviors, you have to do the personal development. That is really important, because sometimes you're going to feel like you're going to quit. This is not for you. What are you doing here? But believe me, I'm the person that always, like, I never stick to anything. I just started just because I wanted to lose weight. And all of a sudden, I was like telling Nina, yeah, I'll do it. And all of a sudden, I got my mindset, and I started reading, I started listening books, and that really kind of teach me like there is a future in here, and you will see like all these top coaches, and you think if they do it, we can do it too. So it's like the personal development, your mindset. Like I always tell all my new coaches, you have to work out the most important muscle that you have, your brain. So you have to continue doing. Don't get discouraged because you're not gonna hit Success Club or because people is telling you no. Somebody told me like, don't be afraid of the word no. You're gonna hear it more times than the yes. So you just gotta keep going. They will get back to you, believe me. 1 year from now, you talk to somebody today, they will keep watching you. They'll keep looking up for you, but they're gonna come back to you and they're gonna ask you what are you doing. So personal development is super important. That's something that I would like to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, okay? Thank you for giving that added point, because I told you guys it's the easiest one to skip, but it's actually the most important one of all. Because that works in your mind as you work on your body. Love it. Anybody else want to say anything else? Or do we take our epic picture? Yeah, it's time for the picture, guys. You guys ready? All right. Z, you need to come off the camera. I mean, you need to come off like camera off. I need to see your face. Z, and then who else is Jahira? If you're there, Jahira, join us. I want to see your face. You guys there? Probably just listening and taking a bath. But then remember to turn off the camera. Oh, let me stop recording. All right, guys, say bye to the recording. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's stop the recording.